Hello all you DK Newies fans and others. This is a room tour video that was requested in a poll. I thought I'd make it due to all the support and just overall the fans are awesome of DK Newies. I'm thanking you guys so much, so this is more of a little thank you. So if you want to see what my room looks like and what I do kind of shit, this is the video, I guess. Now, I just got done cleaning up my room, so you'll see different changes. Like, this is where the desk used to be, and the games used to be in here, just piled up. I didn't have my room clean for about 8 months now, but I decided it's really time to get it clean. So, why not make a little room tour video? I've hung up many posters. This is still the old DK Newies logo, which I have just printed out. I have a bunch of other ones. This January 1998 poster. I mean, what the hell is that? I don't know. Catalog, some calendar. I have so many more posters I'm hanging up soon. I have just a bunch of video game ones. There's just a shit ton of Nintendo Power ones right here. But anyways, thought I'd show you the room where DK Newies Crackheadjoey kind of happened. If you're interested in that kind of shit. Now let me just start right here. I still have this Too Many Games bag from this year. But this is where I keep usually all my controllers at. Here, now actually, fun fact, I do happen to game collect. Other than me destroying stuff, game collecting has been my hobby since 2017. And it's been a continuous hobby of mine, which I've done for quite a while now. So you'll see a lot of video game stuff. And I've only destroyed the stuff that was more likely just shit or I didn't need. So some of the stuff you might see in this whole thing, you might see in the DK Newies video being destroyed. But I've got just controllers here. Here's a modded left-handed Atari controller. This is where I keep most of my controllers at. I also have the piece of shit power glove over here. Philips CDI kind of stuff. All sorts of stuff. It's just filled to the top. And then here, mainly N64 controllers. This one was signed by Scott DeWaz and the other cast members in 2021. And this is probably one of my favorite N64 controllers. I love it. It just looks so cool. Now, actually, I want to show you this. If you might not remember this, but when I was making that one video where I was showing you what to do with the Game & Watch, I spat milk all right here, pretty much. Well, I found some remains of that, and I swear to God, it's not cum. I know what you're gonna think, but this is the milk. I must have never just seen it to wipe it off, but there it is right there, and I think that's it too. But I look back on the video, it did hit this multiple times, but anyways, yeah, I just wanted to tell you that. Here's a stupid ass thing where all the clothes go, just personal stuff, but I do have a little section here for DK Newies. There's socks in there. This is where I just keep any sort of kind of stuff I think I could use for a video. I still have a hammer somewhere. Yeah, all sorts of other stuff. What else is in here? Lighters. But yeah, this is just a little DK Newies kind of thing. Here I have my beloved VHS tape collection, which I don't really care too much about VHS. I'm more of a DVD fan. There's a bunch of DVDs behind there, but we'll get to that. But yeah, here I have a bunch of VHS tapes. One of these has DK Newies on it, right here. It was fan made, but it's this tape. It has a DK Newies on it. We'll do a review of this one day to see how shitty it really is. And yeah, here I have some game boxes, just a few of mine that I've had over the years. That's one of my very first game boxes I ever bought. If you go on the Nintendo Nerd, one of my older YouTube channels, I made an unboxing video of this, and I got this in 2019, but I made a video on this in 2020, so yeah. Here's some other stuff. The piece of shit thing, gotta break that for a video. And there's just a shit bunch of game boxes right here. There's also a Virtual Boy carrying case back there. And I've got more boxes right here. Game Boy. Some of this stuff is actually still in the box. Moving down. Here is one of my first rare consoles I ever bought. Never thought I'd actually own this. But it's the piece of shit Virtual Boy. It's actually not that bad in my opinion. I don't hate it. But I've always wanted this to complete my Nintendo collection. And luckily I was able to complete this collection. I have about 7 games for it, which is about half of the fucking library. Now going down here. Here's just a bunch of game merchandise stuff. Stuff that I've received or I bought this. But yeah, there's just a bunch of game merchandise stuff here. Accessories for handhelds. There's an IntelliVoice in here because I didn't know where else to put that. Game Boy camera. That thing's awesome. Sega Nomad battery pack. There's 2 3DS systems in here. That was one of my very first new handhelds when it first came out. I had a Game Boy Pocket before that. That was my very, very first handheld. Here's all my handhelds. There's more. I mean, it goes down like that. All the games are in here too. There's a shit bunch of Game Boy. Here's my Nomad. Amazing, awesome system. I really don't hate it. It's awesome. This is my very first system, handheld, or anything I ever received. Right here, the Game Boy Pocket. I've tried to keep this in best condition as I could. That's been there since forever in that little ring, but other than that, I think I've kept it in well condition. Here's just some other stuff, and then here you can just see there's lines of Game Boy games. It goes on forever, and I got a Game Gear there, Switch lights. I do have an original Switch. And a Donkey Kong Game & Watch. And most of this stuff, if you're thinking I pay like heaps amount of money, I get this stuff at garage sales for about 20 bucks. There's my mom's Game Boy. So, there's an original one. That one's also still original in the box. I used to have 4 Game Boys, but I sold most of them. Oh, also SPs, 2 Game Boy Advances. And then I also have Game Boy Colors and stuff like that. Well, anyways, here's an original Xbox sitting on top of this weird controller for the Atari I found. And then here's just games. Here's some Virtual Boy games, some of them. Red Alarm, Baseball, Wario Land. I also have Mario Tennis. Here's some other stuff. N64, SNES is beneath it. I'm still finding a way to organize all this. There's more Genesis right there. Atari, there's Smash Bros. Is right there. So I just did this, so some of this cable work is, I still got to get a second box. Because I already filled that one up. But here's some NES stuff, which is probably one of my best collections I have aside from the Atari. I have so much NES. Now this might not look like a lot, but I also still have that full thing right here. A lot of these are just shitty games. I do have a few good ones, though. Some of my favorites have got to be Mario Free. And, oh shit, where is it? This whole cartridge, I love playing Duck Hunt and Original Mario. There's another one, but I can't find it. Oh, Wrecking Crew. Wrecking Crew is very much fun. Here's a Pong console, one of my oldest systems I have. And going beneath, there's just cables and shit in there for consoles. Here is my Atari 7800. Now, I do have a 2600, which is right there in the box. But this one's backwards compatible, so it's out. And, yeah. VHS player, GameCube with some screen thing I have for it, which this fucking piece of plastic actually just broke off before filming, which sucks. A Wii. I have a Wii U, a Dreamcast, PS2, N64, NES, Intellivision 2. Here's my Sega Genesis Model 2, which actually, if I can get it out. This copy, this one right here, I don't know if you guys watched Scott the Woz, but this is actually, I got this at Too Many Games. I just got him to put one right there. So I forgot to film that, but I'll go on next year and just do the same thing. I know, very original. Anyways, here's my Super Nintendo. This one is my dad's original Super Nintendo, so I just keep it. And here's my Philips CDI, another one of my rare systems. I love this model especially. Just got it recently. And I pay all my money for this, by the way. I'm not, like, fucking spoiled or some shit. I actually pay a lot of money on this. I've been doing this since 2017, by the way, so. Yeah, here's my CRT. I know it's small and all, but, yeah, you can see me flip off and shit. Yeah. Here's some Switch stuff. Now, you might see along the video, I'm a big fan of the Angry Video Game Nerd, so I have this game right here. And it's still sealed, actually, because I have a second copy of this. I just bought 2 copies. But, yeah, here's the Angry Video Game Nerd, the game, because I want to get James to sign this, actually. I have so many Switch games. These ones were mainly... I've had a Switch since 2018, and I also spent a lot of my money on that. So, yeah, there's some GameCube stuff, shitty DS games. Probably use them for a DK News video. Here's the Atari 2600 games, so many of them. Here's more Atari, and here's E.T., one of the worst video games, and it's actually signed by the Angry Video Game Nerd. I got him to sign this game, so yeah, just because of the Angry Video Game Nerd, the movie, which I do happen to have that, but got him to sign that. I also have this weird-ass game, Tax Avoiders. This game's fucking weird, but yeah, check it out. God damn it, get the fuck in there. Continuing, there's the PS3, Super Scope, just other bullshit I've had for a while. And then here, DVDs are back here, but there's Wii U stuff blocking it right now, but I will move it at some point. And I do have my AVGN DVDs back there, and Jackass as well. Which, if you can't tell, DK News, at least on my side, has been inspired by Jackass and the Angry Video Game Nerd. So, yeah. So you'll see some AVGN stuff. Here's more. There's the piece of shit Mario Bros. Movie. I don't hate that movie, actually. I really like it. CDI, Bubsy. I'm going to make a review on that. Don't you worry. That game sucks ass. This is all my, like, kind of 3DS stuff I've had for so long now. Since I had the 3DS. I found this in a puddle. And I didn't know it was worth 300 bucks. And it works. And I've had this for, like, 5 years now. So I'm probably going to sell that. Here I've got more shit. PS2. There's also PS2 behind this. So there's more behind that. So yeah, I've got a bunch of PS2 actually. PS1 as well. Some Genesis stuff. And then here, Holy Grail Nintendo Power. I'm still getting another shelf for right there. Which will go right there. So I can put all these Nintendo Powers and stuff like that back here. But I've got a lot of it. There's more on here. And then... here's just some video game books, other stuff, Game Informer, yeah. Oh, and also, here's my copy of Sonic 1, signed by Scott DeWaz and the whole crew, and I got the sign in 2021. If you want to see that video, it's on the Nintendo Nerd. I also have these two, which I haven't opened up yet, but Board James is fucking amazing. I love that series so much. I bought this from James himself when he was actually there at the booth. And James and Mike Mondays, a new series, which I haven't been watching too much. I watched the Mario Paint episode and Little Nemo, but that was about it. So yeah, there's that. Here's my cable work. I know it's pretty shit, but it's just what I deal with. And here's more stuff. Just shit I don't know where to put. I have multiple PlayStation 1s and 2s in there. I just don't know where to put them. These are filled with stuff, and this one right here, I know it's a mess, but this one right here is filled with DK Newy stuff, which is waiting to be destroyed. So let's see if I can grab something out. Well, I have this. ZB Robo Shitlash. There's a bunch more in there, so I'm not going to spoil that, actually. That's got a lot of new stuff. And the only spoiler I will give you, because I will be making a little announcement video, is we'll be shipping out a GameCube. I'm not fucking kidding. But, yeah, anyways, this video is already getting way too long. Here I have my computers. C64. Awesome. I bought that. I actually earned this one iMac G3, probably one of the coolest looking computers ever out there. Yeah, you can see me. There you go. Yeah, I love that computer. It looks so cool. And I do happen to have a G4Q. So that's pretty cool too. And other stuff. I have a Blueberry Mac. I got so much other stuff up here. There's just boxes filled with stuff. I want to make a review on that actually at some point, because this thing's a piece of shit. Okay. There's some other stuff. Here's like basically the fucking Virgin bed or some shit. This bed hasn't changed since like I've been 11 years old. So I pretty much haven't, yeah, it's just the same bed since then. And this is what you guys are probably waiting for most. What's behind this door? What's behind this DK Parodies door? Well, let's see. Oh, son of a fuck. Also, yes, I'm wearing probably the most fucking amazing socks ever. Well, what is? If you watch DK Newies, I think you might know what this is. I try and keep most of my stuff that I have from videos. So, here I have this cut in half copy of Shitty Gangbang. I just try and keep it because if someone wants it, I'll give it to them. Aside from the PlayStation, that's like the coolest thing ever. And in here, there's just so much DK Newies stuff which is waiting to be destroyed. So much of it. I can say there's a little Nemo in there, and there's a bunch of other stuff, but yeah, that's about it, to be honest. This is my room, and I hope everyone really enjoyed the video. I really hope this wasn't a disappointment. I hope you weren't expecting some sort of comedy thing. This was more just a bonus. And, yeah, I'm really sorry if I can't make any new good videos out this weekend, but there's just a lot of time and effort that gets put into these videos. I edit a lot, I make scripts, and it just takes a while. And this week has been one of the most wildest weeks, especially with school and stuff. So I hope you can understand that, and I really hope you enjoyed this little room tour video. And there will definitely be a good new video in about 2 weeks or such. Let me just give you a little spoiler right there.